welcome back to another episode of V-La-Nessa. Now today I'm going to talk about another J1 tip, which is orientation, and it's not going to be a very long video. That is why I'm using this opportunity to talk about some of the videos that I have coming up next and why you should stay tuned and why you need to subscribe and touch on the little bell so that you can be notified when these videos drop. Now, apart from this video, what else I have in store for you is interview with employers. We want to know what they're going to ask and what we need to ask, how we need to be prepared for these interviews. Interview with the embassy and embassy questions. We all want the visa, so you need to stay tuned for that. Advice to first timers. I wish I had someone to give me the advice that I needed in my first year going on the work and travel program. Even though it was not bad overall, but it could have been better. I know if I had went on the program last year, it would be even better. But yeah, I want to be someone that can give you the advice that I needed but I didn't get. So I'm going to stand in the gap for you guys. Yeah. And then the final one, not really the final one, but the final one for this section is packing the suitcase. Obviously, I'm going to go into picking your house if you have not yet picked the house, how to look a second job, and settling in your first week, what you should do. All of that's going to come after that. There's a lot of stuff to this J1 thing. Even though I'm not going this year, I have pledged to help you guys. So the least you can do is just subscribe to the channel. Last week I had an incident. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, another ironing incident. Like, even though it's still blurry, but you'll hear more about that soon. So that's why I didn't really post this video in time, but you're getting it. And I don't know if you guys have already been to orientation, what is the orientation date is like, because normally orientation is within November, December, January, and because of this old pandemic and this unsurety, everything is pulled back. So I really don't know the date of things, and because I'm not really in it anymore, so you guys would have to inform me as it relates to dates so I can put out stuff out there timely. Now we're on the topic of orientation, and I believe that this time around you're going to do stuff different because of the whole social distancing, COVID protocol, and all of those stuff, and the travel ban and whatnot. And in previous years, what they normally do is the sponsors would fly in and come and tell you the do's and the don'ts, what they expect of you because of safety and health and all that. I don't think that they're going to do that this year. My guess is that they're going to do maybe a Zoom meeting, or probably do it on different dates, which is going to cost more money. So I doubt they're going to do that, or maybe they're just going to scrap the whole orientation thing, because basically orientation is just a meet and greet. It's to tell you what is expected of you and to tell you the do's and the don'ts, and where you need to go if you need help, if you need to change your work, what you need to do, if you need to change your house, what you need to do, who you need to contact. And it's just like basic information that you need, and all of this is going to be provided into a package that they're going to give you, right? So I believe that they possibly scrap the whole orientation. If not, they're going to take it via Zoom. Now, if let's say for instance they do orientation, which I doubt it, right? I did a video before, but I'm just going to do an updated version. Now, if they do it, there are 5 things that I need you to take into consideration, or 5 things that I need you to know before you go into this orientation, right? Because it's going to be a lengthy process, right? There's going to be a lot of students there, there's going to be a lot of sponsors, because you have GeoVision, you have Interact, you have CIE, you have Spirit, and all of them want to say their few cents. Normally start like probably 9 o'clock to 3 five o'clock round thereabout, and it all depends like how they're going to do it this year. As I said, I don't know how they're going to do it. I think they're probably still thinking about it, or if they have already started, you guys can just let me know in the comments down below. Message me on Instagram and let me know what they're doing so that I can probably come and inform someone else. Yeah, but my first recommendation is that you eat before you go there, because it's going to be long and you may be there all day without even getting something to eat, and we don't want you to be there and not being energized, or you feel like you want to pass out. Your purpose of being there is to gather information, and you cannot gather information if you're hungry. I know I can't, so I don't think you can. You may think that you're hearing, but by the time you reach home you forget it. So eat. And yes, they do provide food. Well, they're supposed to provide food because of the amount of money we're spending, right? They provide food, but we all know that lunchtime is normally after 12. So sometime at 2 o'clock you're just getting the food, and if you are there from 9 o'clock and God forbid you're coming from Mobile and you have to leave your house from 5 o'clock and you have not eaten anything, you know what your belly will be talking to you saying, right, in that meeting? Go and get me some food. And there will be no food. You have to wait until lunchtime to eat before you leave, please. Alright? My next point is just comfortable. I know you're going like to an orientation interview type-ish thing, but let me tell you, don't wear no heels. Like, nobody now see, nobody now look on you. Don't wear no heels. All you just need to do is just modest, right? Don't dress with your boobs them out and door, battery ride, or cut up jeans or anything. You don't even need to put on a two-piece suit. Put on a nice pants and a nice button-up shirt, simple. Put on your uniform if you're wearing your uniform. Wear a t-shirt just once you're not exposing your private parts or anything. Just very comfortable, because it's not like it's the interview, it's you going there for information. So you don't need to go overboard and put on this one bag of makeup, because girl, you'll be melted before the day is out, right? And worse, if they don't have any AC, girl, you don't need to do all of that. You're not impressing anybody. You already get the job, right? You don't need to do all of that, right? Furthermore, it's not the interview yet, okay? The next one is go there with everybody in the same boat mentality, right? You go in there knowing that everybody is there for the same thing. You don't have to go there to compete against anyone. You already got your job. You already gone through the process. You don't need to behave like, say, yo, you're better than me have this job and you get that, housekeeping and me a server. Like, even when you go to the place, them can't even demote you and put you down to housekeeping or whatever. So don't go there like, say, you're better than somebody. Just know that everybody is there for the same thing. If you can give a hand in help someone. If someone asks you a question, answer the question. And person may be there that's already been on the program 2-3 times and well more educated than you, that can share something that you never know, and even you can probably tell them something that they never know. Go there as you're one. Go there in unity, knowing that you are there for the same thing, and you don't need to fight, because guess what? If them never need all of uno wouldn't be there, right? All of uno there for the same thing, and uno need to compete for nothing. Okay, so I know that you're there to get information, to gather information, but my next tip to you is that don't go there empty-headed. Do your own research. If you're going with CIEE, don't be afraid to go on their website. Don't be afraid to YouTube them. Don't be afraid to Google it, right? Be informed, be in the know what they do, how many kids they recruit per year, what are some of the extra activities that their students participate in yearly, so that you can, when you're there in the meeting, you can have a discussion, not just there merely just listening. Be informed, don't go there empty-headed. the orientation is not just so that someone dictates you. It's there for you to have a one-on-one discussion, you getting to know me getting to know you. That's basically what the orientation is about. Now this leads to my next point, the last and final point, right? I know that you may have went on the website and you did your research. I know you may have a lot of questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That is what they're there for. They're there to answer your question, to make things that is unclear clear to you. So make sure, say, when you go there with your notepad with your questions. Ask them, hey, how do you do this? Like, if I want to have 3 jobs, can I have it? Like, these are some of the questions that you need to ask before you leave the country, so that when you're there, you don't have to be wasting time trying to call the operator, trying to get to CIEE and you have them right before you right now. And now that you're in the country, you didn't ask some of the stupid questions that you could have asked long time. Now you're on the phone 1 hour trying to get through to customer care so that you can ask them one stupid question like, can I have a second job? No, you could have asked them on the day of orientation. Now, as I said, this orientation is not a long topic, and it's basically for the agency and the sponsors to tell you what is expected of you and what you should expect from them. You know, is basically just to get to know you and to tell you the do's and the don'ts as it relates to riding bicycles, if you can ride bicycle in this area, if they provide housing, all of the information that you need. That's what the orientation is all about. So go there with your belly full, go there with your ears open and your mind free, so that you can suck in all of this information, so that when you're in the United States of America, you know, you can use all of this information to better your stay in America and work a bag of money for me and you. Yeah. Yeah, guys, but as I said, I really don't know how this year is going to be. I strongly believe that it's going to be a Zoom meeting, and maybe they're just going to do a video and just send it to you, and they're going to tell you to watch it, and they probably just ask you some questions and you're going to have to answer them. So guys, if that's what you did for orientation, however the orientation went, just hit me up, let me know. I really want to know how this year is going to go. So that's it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, so when I release a new video, you will be the first to know. Bye.